Our next guest is writer and broadcaster Esther Kraku. Esther, fabulous to have you back. Now, look, it may be easier to keep things hush within the royal family, but it's a bit harder to do that in the outside world. Prince Harry is the Chief Impact Officer for BetterUp, and staff don't really see what he brings to the table for his seven-figure salary, do they?
Yes, unfortunately, without the protection of the royal family and the royal family massaging what the press knows about members of the royal family, unfortunately, you're really out there for the public to know you in your full glory. So basically, the company that Prince Harry is Chief Impact Officer of BetterUp, which is a life coaching company, has just laid off about 100 employees. And a few of those employees are grumbling, asking, what this particular individual, Prince Harry in this case, is doing to justify his seven-figure salary when allegedly the company's cutting back on staff members for whatever reason. Now, obviously, you can argue that by virtue of having someone like Prince Harry as a member of their team, they're getting their money worth in terms of publicity, because Prince Harry is a very well-known figure. But the reality is, I think that's where any sort of value that he brings the company ends. Obviously, it must not be going very well if the company is laying off staff. But also, there's a question of how much work could he actually have done if he's, in the process of filming his Invictus Games documentary. He's released a book. He is apparently planning another tour somewhere in Africa. His wife has been busy as well. So really, how much work could he actually have done, given all the things that he's been allegedly busy with as well? So we have to bear that in mind, that the likelihood of his value with the company was only it only came down to the fact that he is Prince Harry. It's not because he has any sort of background as a Chief Impact Officer, whatever the hell that is, or because he has a spectacular resume of actually having worked in the corporate world.